Awesome. Yay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of my breath technique challenge. So this breath technique challenge, if this is your first day joining, is a really neat way for you to explore and test out for yourself a bunch of different types of breathing techniques that are going to give you different effects. So today's breathing technique is all about effort. And when I say effort, I mean this is something that when your body or your brain just can't kind of get through whatever it is that you're trying to, or you need that extra bit of oxygen, or you need that extra bit of effort, this is the breathing technique that you're going to use. So for breath technique challenge, we're doing this all week long. I'm going live at noon, so make sure that you're still like popping on. But if you want to join the challenge to officially enter your chance to win your $897 seat into breath technique training, make sure that you pop your email address into the link in the description so that you can get more details on the schedule and how to officially enter and win. All right, so today's breathing technique, I'm going to go over like 3 different levels, and this is really important so that you can start to feel the difference in when you need to use the particular intensity of the breathing technique, because depending on what you're doing, you might not need that much energy or that much effort. So we're going to start with just a really sharp exhale. Now, all of the technique today is going to be done in and out through the nose. So sometimes too, this is one of those where you have to force a little bit more air out. So you might want to like grab a tissue and like blow your nose and just like clear everything out, because sometimes this is one where like snot will go flying out of your nose. But that's a good thing because you're clearing out your channel. So what we're going to be doing is just a really strong exhale to start. And this is a sharp exhale with a lot of pressure, a lot of speed, and not too much volume. So it looks a little something like, and this is where you really want to think of like you're trying to clear and get something out of your nose. And we'll do just a normal in-breath for that. But then we're going to turn it up a level. And that next level is what we call a Viloma breath. And this is going to be an in and an out. So it'll look a little something like... And the exhale is more important than the inhale in the sense that you're getting a little bit more out than what you are getting in, or I should also say you're getting the air that you're getting out is a little more forceful than the air that you're pulling in. And then the final and third level is going to be 3 parts in and 3 parts out. So it'll look a little something like... So this is a breathing technique that you're usually using during athletics performance, if you're using it for a while, for a long duration, or if you just need to use it for a short duration for that quick pick-me-up, that's something that you can always do. But because this is something that's generated or is intended to generate a little bit more oxygen, there's a chance that if you're just sitting here, you might get a little dizzy, you might get a little lightheaded, you might feel like, whoa, this is a little too intense for me. So it's important that you listen to your body, that you don't, continue the technique if you start to feel really dizzy. I always say if you get to that point where it feels too good to be true, it probably is. So you just want to pause the breathing technique, breathe gently in and out through your nose, and maybe even pause to hold your breath. So if you're here with me live, go ahead and give me a wave or pop your, like something in the comments just to say hello so I can see you. And then also if you have any questions throughout this whole live, make sure that you pop them in the comments. If I don't get to them during live, I'll hop in there afterwards and make sure I answer them for you as well. But I'd love to do my best to answer any questions that you might have. Also, we're going to start with just a little bit of an assessment, because you never really know if these breathing techniques are working for you if you don't first kind of see like, wait, where is my energy level? How is my brain going? So yeah, let's kind of take that moment real quick. Oh, hi, Jared. Hi, Yana. Ida, yay, I'm so glad you made it. All right, so go ahead and find a comfortable seat. This is something you're gonna wanna do seated. So instead of laying back, I'm definitely gonna recommend that your spine is nice and upright. So ground your sit bones, lengthen your spine. If you feel okay with it, close your eyes. And you want to take a few moments just to breathe naturally. So try not to manipulate the breath too much, just breathe in and out through the nose. And then just notice where your energy level is. Try to take a measurement, an assessment, an observation. Does it feel like if you had to go and run a sprint that you would have enough energy to do so mentally, physically? Does it feel like if you needed to really put your focus forward that you would have enough, or does it feel like you need a little bit of assistance? It's kind of the same feeling that I think of, like if I haven't eaten, I'm like, oh, I need that fuel. So remember, oxygen is just as much fuel as glucose, as the food that you eat. Wonderful. And then wherever you are, just pause your breathing pattern, take a swallow. Purse your lips, blow all your breath out. Flare your nostrils, breathe all the way in. Get an extra sniff. Get an extra sip with your lips. Hold this breath in, relax your shoulders. If you're still closing the eyes, really try to sink into like a nice, sweet state and keep holding for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe it out from your nose. And blow a little more out from your mouth. Take a deep breath in. And just release a little sigh. All right, so we're going to start with just a normal inhale. This is going to be a stronger inhale, again, as if we're trying to bring a little bit more effort, and a sharp single exhale. So when you're ready, blow a little more breath out. Breathe in. And then breathe in. Quick out. Breathe in. Quick out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Notice how I'm really breathing in and then forcing it out. You've got a few more. In. Now we're going to speed it up. So we're going to the second gear. This is when, especially if you're like a runner or you're doing athletics and you start to feel like you want to, oops. Somebody was calling me, sorry. This is like if you're running and you want to speed it up another gear, if you feel like you're about to start mouth breathing, this is when you're going to start to switch. So wherever you are, blow all the breath out. And then it's going to be in, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. Keep it going. Really good. Keep it going. See if you can maybe even speed it up a little bit, so make it a little bit sharper and a little bit more force. In, out, out. In, out, out. Blow all the breath out. Take a deep breath in. Now we're going to go right into that next level. We're now going to go in, out, out, out. So this is 3-part Viloma. This is really quick. This is where we're trying to convince our body we're getting a little bit of extra oxygen when we really, really need it, getting that extra bit of effort. Again, if you start to feel dizzy or lightheaded, just pause the technique. But wherever you are, pause your breath. Take a swallow. Blow the rest of the air out. In, out, out, out. Keep this going, and then maybe even close your eyes and visualize yourself doing something that you really need that extra bit of effort. So maybe it's crossing a finish line or doing like a particular distance. Maybe it's doing a perfect presentation or really starting that business or getting that big vision of, you know, it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of effort to do. Keep it going in, out, out, out. Really start to allow yourself to put the breath with the energy and the visualization. You've got just a little bit longer. Maybe even see if you can turn it up, make it a little sharper. Just a few more. In, out, out, out. In, out, out, out. In, out, out, out. Purse the lips, pull the rest out. Take a long, deep breath in. Get an extra sniff. Hold this breath in. Try to relax your shoulders, relax your eyes, relax the back of your neck. And you're going to hold this breath in for as long as you can with ease and with comfort. As soon as you feel like you can't hold this breath in any longer, you'll just start to slowly breathe it out. And I want you to really notice after you've allowed yourself to breathe the breath out, take that other assessment. See where's your energy level. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically? Do you feel like you're a little more prepared or a little more ready to accomplish or put into that extra bit of work and effort that you need to for whatever it is that you're envisioning that you have to get done or that you really want to get done? And then remember, if you have any questions, any comments, don't hesitate to pop them into the comments and let me know, like, how did this feel for you? Because remember, if you didn't watch day 1 and day 2 of the challenge, every breathing technique is going to have a different effect on you depending on what the composition of your blood chemistry is at that moment, what your anatomy is doing, where you are mentally and emotionally. And every breathing technique is kind of like a prescription in the sense that people are going to need different doses, different scheduling of like the duration of how often you do these breathing techniques or how intense you do these breathing techniques. So I hope that you have noticed a shift into your mindset and your ability to tackle whatever it is you want to tackle. Oh, hi, Jenna. Yay, thank you for joining. Awesome. Yay, guys. Thank you so much for popping in. Oh. Hi, Hannah. Yay. All right, so remember, if you're still holding your breath, you're magnificent. That's amazing. Make sure you let it out nice and slow. And yes, buzzing. Yes, I know. It's like so good. I always get those like, oh, okay, yeah, like I'm actually really, really ready. Yeah, I definitely feel more focused. Awesome. This is really a cool breathing technique that you don't need in a high dosage, meaning you don't have to do it for a long duration and you don't have to do it for too often. The one thing is especially if you're, again, I use this breathing technique when I run. So when I'm running, I'm always like slowly breathing in and out through the nose. I'm in that really low gear. And then as I start to feel like, oh man, this is getting a little harder, or I'm putting in a little bit more effort, I'm trying to increase my time or my pace, I'll start to just that single gear, really trying to get a little bit more out on the exhale. When I feel like I need some more help, it's in, out, out. And when I feel like, all right, now's the time to just really start going, it's in, out, out, out. Yeah. This was easier than day 1 and day 2. I feel like I just worked out abs and lower back and clear-headed. Awesome. Yes, it's really neat to see how the breathing techniques affect you all and how they affect you on different days too. So this is a breathing technique I use often, but every day it affects me a little differently. So I hope that, again, that you enjoyed this, and I hope that I'll see you for tomorrow at noon. Breathing technique that we're going to be going over is for sleep. So I know a lot of people have problems not only falling asleep, but staying asleep. So we're going to go over a breathing technique that will help you hopefully get some more Z's. I don't know if those of you who are in St. Pete, there was a crazy thunderstorm last night that definitely woke me up in the middle, and it was like the lightning and thunder was bananas. It was like one of the worst storms we've ever had here that I remember. So I definitely used the breathing technique that we're going to do tomorrow to get myself back to sleep. So make sure you pop in for that. Don't forget to put your email address in if you want to officially join the challenge for your chance to win your seat into breath technique training. And also, if you missed day 1 and day 2, the replays are in the link in the description as well. All right, I look forward to breathing with you all tomorrow, and thanks again for breathing with me today. All right, bye.